All right. We are here to enjoy together Lewis Hamilton driving the iconic MP4 5B McLaren. Right now, they are getting him suited into the car, getting him buckled and strapped into the car. We spun for the Wolfpack hat. Congratulations, Uno did win that. The next thing that we are spinning for today is the Lewis Hamilton iconic collector's item right here. We'll be spinning for that. So we'll be showing that out. So that will be spun for today as well. As you can see below, that is the prize. All super chats from the coda to the end. Right now, they are getting Lewis Hamilton strapped in the car. And there he is right there doing his thing. So we are looking to pretty much enjoy an iconic moment together, which should be pretty cool for a lot of people. I think it's absolutely cool that he's getting to drive that. We saw Alex Albon in a major qualifying session that went really crazy earlier, just moments ago. Uh, and, to see Lewis Hamilton with his helmet on, I don't know if he's going to wear the Senna helmet, but it is cool that they did bring that out for Lewis Hamilton. A lot of fans in the crowd excited about what's going on. That's really cool. I think to hear this V10 engine is going to be very cool. To hear the V10 engine crank up. A lot of people probably watching Formula One today have not heard or seen the V10 engine in performance. So that's going to be really cool. I think Lewis Hamilton definitely ultimately didn't want to miss this opportunity to see himself, to feel himself, to be able to pilot this car. As Senna is a very iconic idol to him, somebody that he's looked up to and watched as he came up through, the ranks of races, and especially Senna going the way he did, very tragically, but definitely a legend. I think this is one of the moments that you probably remember most in Formula One. I think these moments that Lewis Hamilton is having right now, out of any car that he's driven, is going to be at least in his top five of cars that he's probably driven, because of what it means, who drove it. Senna is a profound person in many sports. They're getting ready to crank that thing up. It's crazy. I mean, that is crazy. He's going to be shifting this car. It sounds crazy. Like this brings back the feeling of like Formula One in days. And also it brings about the inconsistent and unreliable days of Formula One to a degree too. But the sound of that V10 engine cranking up, and to know that he's going to have to shift, like Lewis Hamilton's going to have to shift this car. This is not a car that he's going to be able to just sequentially shift. He's going to have to shift this car, and I'm hoping on a day like this that it does not wreck this car at all. They're having troubles right now getting it started, having troubles getting it out there. This is one of the things that Formula One wanted to improve upon in the new era cars. You don't want to have cars that can't get started, can't get out on track. You don't want to have cars that fail, that are unreliable. You don't want to have cars that, in this way, which is one of the beautiful things about these cars, the raw, sheer performance and violence of these cars. These cars in an accident, in a crash, in a wreck, and contact is not what you have today. I mean, you can look and see that this car minus the halo, this car with the rollover hoop, that if Grosjean was in a car like this in the incident that we saw Grosjean in, he wouldn't be here today. If Joe in Silverstone was in an incident in a car like this that we saw at that point in time, I don't know if he would be here today in the same capacity. If Lewis Hamilton, with Max Verstappen's car parked on top of his head, Lewis Hamilton could be quite paralyzed. So the evolution of these cars, although to an engineering point, probably people didn't care for it, it's profound and it's something that should be appreciated. But to see this car out on track and to watch the things that are happening right now, this is an iconic moment. This is a moment where you don't forget. He's not going to forget. I wish I could be personally there to see this. If we had known days or weeks or even months ahead of time that Lewis Hamilton was going to drive this car, I was unknown of it, but This is one of those moments where the fans are getting a treat that they probably didn't know they were going to get. And I think it's cool as hell to see this car going around this track. I know that Lewis probably wishes that the track was in a better condition, better state as far as drivability, as far as wet, dry conditions, so he could really literally get on it. What's going on, Darth? I see you. What's up, Red? This is an iconic moment for sure, brother. This is an iconic moment for sure. What we are watching right now, which I thought it was worth it for me to live stream just to watch and see how cool it is. But I know Lewis really wants to, and Lewis has some iconic moments on this track. Lewis has iconic moments here with this car, not with this car, but with his career at this track. And just look at that car. I mean, that car is beautiful. You know, everything doesn't have to be complicated. All cars, you don't need a bunch of stuff on top of them for you to just listen to that. Listen to the roar of that car coming down that straightaway. Listen to the echoes of the engine peaking and exhaust waves bouncing off structures. This is absolutely awesome. This is absolutely awesome. It's cool to hear. I just wish it was dry so he could really nail it down that straight. You know, I know they wanted to get rid or get away from the decibels that these engines and that these cars created because of hearing damage or hearing loss. And, you know, and it's understandable, but some things just can't be replaced. You know, I would want a slot car variation of this car if it was able. If I could find a slot car variation of this car, if I could find a remote control version of this car, I would buy it. And, you know, it's a B-spec car on top of that. It's a B-spec car. That's even cool because it's the next iteration of, you know, the MP4. This is the MP4 5B. So it's the next iteration that they implemented to try to improve upon their platform. And that's cool. It's Honda powered. That's cool. It's V10 powered. That's cool. Everything is cool about what's going on right now. Everything that we are watching, that we are seeing, that Lewis Hamilton is experiencing is beyond cool right now. I mean, come on. I would love the opportunity to sit in that car, drive, feel the performance on a track. It's awesome to see. It's awesome to watch. It is just crazy. It's just awesome to watch. I could, you know, just, you know, this is something that you want to see. This is something that you want to enjoy watching right now. And I think that this is very iconic, man. People are really excited about this. I think this is one thing that Formula One and the Senna Foundation need to be appreciated for and commended for making this happen so that we all could experience it. And Lewis's helmet is dope. Lewis has got a dope helmet, bro. He always has a dope lid. Like, for real. Rebecca's out there. You know what I'm talking about? Rebecca out there from the Olympics. They cheated you. They cheated her in the Olympics, though, for real. They cheated her for real. But, yo, and she's getting to wave the checkered flag for Lewis as he comes across. Yo, man, this is really cool. This is really cool. I'm a car guy, too. So being a car guy, absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Absolutely. Without a doubt. This is really cool. And the downshifts into the whole functioning of this car to clutch, to slip the gears if he can, is just, come on, man. Come on now. This is too cool. This is a video that you're going to want to have. You're going to save this video forever. If you're there on site listening to that engine come across and you're taking that video, you're saving that forever. You're saving that forever, without a doubt. You're not at all going to let that go. You're not at all going to delete that. You're going to load it up to several places where you know you could just keep it on file, keep it on hand. Look at that car coming down the street. Look at that, man. Look at that spray. Look at that rooster tail. Look at that rooster tail. Absolutely awesome, y'all. Absolutely awesome. Lewis Hamilton is the GOAT. He is the GOAT, and the GOAT has moments like this. So big shout out to Lewis Hamilton. I'm about to turn this up on, you know, him giving the thumbs up. I'm about to turn this up on my surround sound and just enjoy the V10 power through a subwoofer and surround sound speakers for sure today before the race, because the race is much later. I think we got the race at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, so we'll be here for that. That live event is already up. Somebody's going to get that nice Lewis Hamilton collector's item. We're spinning for that, so definitely join us for that. Lewis coming down by the Qatar signs. This is cool. Listening to the exhaust pops as he shifts through the gears is cool. I'm pretty sure they're going to upload other videos of this. They got GoPros attached. We'll probably see many different angles. They'll put a montage together, I'm sure about it. As simplistic as the livery is, you know, it's Marlboro. As simplistic as it is, it really, really works. It's an iconic livery. When you see it, you know it. Those kids there are having an opportunity and time of their life, something that they're never going to forget. And I love to see that. Love to see those kids there. I love to see them involving kids into the sport at that age. And there's a lot of things going on right now. There are a lot of things going on as Lewis goes around this track. Dreams are being made. Dreams are being created. There's somebody out there. There's a kid out there that's going to remember this moment. And Lewis Hamilton is going to be that idol and that iconic person to them. And you don't know what comes of that. You don't know who comes of that. He's going to get the Brazilian flag. He's going to take that around. This is why they make this man an honorary citizen. This is one of the reasons why Lewis Hamilton is an honorary citizen of Brazil and loved in so many places, liked in so many places, and hated in so many people's heart, because it's hard when you're not a good person. It's hard when you haven't achieved a lot of things in your own life to be happy for somebody like this more than you wish you could do things like they do, and you just don't know how to make them happen. And Lewis is doing that. But there are plenty of people there that are experiencing joy in their heart, joy in their life, kids that are going to start doing things that maybe they weren't going to do until they saw this moment. Kids in Brazil that have a new hope for seeing what they're seeing in the historic and the nostalgia and just the heritage value and what's going on right now. And shout out to Brazil, shout out to Lewis Hamilton, shout out to McLaren, shout out to Honda, shout out to all the people that came together to make this happen, even with the challenging situations, because I could only imagine that it was a concern about Lewis not being the driver that he is and something happening because he just would make it happen, like kind of like the Albon situation, although they're going to investigate that. But we don't know, and we don't want to take a chance on wrecking this car, because Charles Leclerc wrecked Niki Lauda's car. All right, he wrecked his car, and I wouldn't want to see Lewis in this situation. So I'm glad that things are going on. I'm glad it's going on good. I'm glad that he can get the flag and take it around. Like this has been a very disappointing, great weekend. You know, like qualifying was over. The rain came in. Qualifying today, postponed, was beyond awesome. Probably one of the best qualifying sessions. And now we're watching Lewis Hamilton in the Senna McLaren MP4 5 Bravo, powered by a Honda V10. And Lewis Hamilton is driving it with the Brazilian flag flying around Sao Paulo. This is beyond great. This is beyond great. You know, moments like this, other drivers are going to wish that they could accomplish in their career, to have these moments, to be blessed, to be gifted with these moments. You know, there are drivers that have never gotten this type of moment, and they've done well in Formula One. Awesome in Formula One, but not as good as Lewis Hamilton, not as great as Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton is a living legend and a GOAT right now in real time, still racing. And I heard Will Buxton and them speaking to, have we seen the best of Lewis Hamilton? Is it now over since we haven't seen of the old Hamilton, what we saw of the young Hamilton? And I thank goodness that Ruth is on this platform, that she is there. Like, I wish I could be there to break up some of this bull crap. I'm glad she said what she said. We don't know until he gets a championship, even a race-winning car, to know what Lewis Hamilton's going to be. You can't count him out. Look at the Senna. Got to put Senna up there. Got to put Senna up there. Got to put Senna up there. Yo, this is great. This is great, y'all. This is awesome. Oh, my gosh, that V10 is crazy sexy. That V10 is crazy sexy. Oh my goodness. Such a memorable moment right there being shared between Lewis. Some people probably crying right now. Some people probably crying. I mean, I ain't crying. You know, he's got the Senna helmet there. That is cool as hell. Some people probably crying right now. I'm not a crier, but yo, if you crying right now, you got a little tear going on. I can understand. Very, 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 very awesome moment. Very awesome moment. So we will be live later on. The race is at 10:30, about 2 hours time. A couple of things to be taken care of. Lewis Hamilton in here. Just, you know, that's cool to see those two helmets together. Lewis's Brazil tribute helmet, Senna's helmet. Awesome moment. Big shout out. Check in with us live for the race. That link's already up. We're going to be giving away a Lewis Hamilton collector's item, Gem Mint 10 PSA. That is going to be spun for. You see that right there below. The new prize, all the super chats from the live now and even later will go into the new prize giveaway that's going to happen, and that's going to be a multiple unit prize giveaway, so you want to be there if you want to get your name in for that. But awesome moment. Big shout out to my daughter, third in the championship standings for her kart racing season, so that was cool. I will see you all soon. Lewis Hamilton waves the Brazil flag to the Brazilian fans and any fans from around the world, and it's been an awesome day. Awesome live, awesome moment watching this. I'm going to go back and rewatch it. I will see you all soon. Peace and love. Wolfpack is out. Peace.